No man is free who is not a master of himself. Welcome to episode 5 of Cretins Podcast. Today we are going to delve deep into many subjects.
I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I mean, I say that, that's a lie. I don't feel ready. I feel quite tired, but we're going to do our best today. You actually have a subject matter, yeah?
We're going to delve deep into Instagram Reels.
Yeah, I mean, last time we didn't explain what Reel of the Week was. We just sort of did it. Do you want to explain what it's going to be? I mean, it's nothing crazy, I guess.
Well, we just find 1 or 2 Reels each a week, and we react to them on the podcast.
That's it.
Yeah, that's basically it.
That's pretty much the whole podcast.
But we make sure they're weird or
talkable,
bad enough to talk about. Yeah.
My one this week is I'm proud that my feed served up the one that I've got this week. I'm very happy. Don't know about you, but I'm proud of my feed.
I'm not proud of my feed, but the things I get on it.
Yeah.
Bro, the amount of fat people I get on my feed, crazy.
I think I understand. I saved about 2 videos for Reel of the Week today, and there's both just fat people. And then I looked at it afterwards, and I was like, this is just like a really fat person. There's nothing much to talk about here. It's just, but it's like, whatever.
Audio listeners happy today. Yeah, they can't see the fat people.
Oh, please don't tell me your Reel of the Week for this week is just a fat person. What if it's the same one that I saved?
My reel of the week hasn't been found yet. My reel of the week gets found during the podcast.
Oh, well, I saw mine and I instantly knew that it was what it was gonna be.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, we're not starting with that though. That's like later, right? When we run out of
that's in between the subjects normally, right? That's what we plan to do.
Okay.
Yo, welcome to episode 5. Today we talk about different ways to jerk it.
Crazy jerking off stories. I'm alright.
Right, let's do jerk mate ranked. Man. I think that's
more entertaining.
Next Cretins video, jerk mate ranked.
I mean, are we even going to ever still make videos on Cretins that's not podcast?
Yeah.
No, we're not. I don't think we are.
I'm sure we'll do. I'm sure we'll get a few every year. We'll see how it goes.
I'd be surprised. Well, I think once every 2 years, then maybe. Don't know.
I don't know. I'm just really working on getting this new goal on Jerkmate, so
they might not have time. Your hands might be full.
Yeah.
You might say.
Exactly. Both hands are taken up.
One pinky finger is taken.
Right, bro. Let's
not be generous. Let's not be generous. You can go first. I'm very interested to see what your subject's going to be, man. I'm your first proper purge subject matter of Cretins Podcast ever, because you've never made any good points once ever. So I'm very intrigued.
My subject was created about 5 minutes ago when I had nothing to talk about before we started the podcast. And I have not many thoughts on it, bro. But let's
great. Go. Well, you've disappointed me already. I thought you came prepared this time. I'm okay.
I am prepared, mate. I am prepared. My question of the week, my subject is: will AI take over? And what are the pros and cons of AI?
Bro, I'm not a tech guru. The fuck am I meant to... What do you think about? Say you don't have
from a general public perspective, okay? Like we're not talking about technological way. I'm just talking about will it affect our lives? You know.
I mean, it affected my grandma's life because she keeps fucking thinking, I don't know, the videos of the cats dancing are real. You know. But I don't know. I don't have any thoughts on this either. What terrible.
Old people do be falling for all the AI videos.
I mean, you can't blame them, bro. They were born and, a combine harvester was like hot new shit, So
spreading misinformation has never been easier, bro. It's...
Yeah.
There's videos of the pyramids were built on 5 pillars, and then they were like, oh, this is so real.
But I mean, that's what the History Channel used to do anyway. You know, AI's just taken a greater hold on that.
But now you can make fake images now so easily with it.
Yeah, that's true.
Think of anything. Think of any conspiracy theory. You could now make an image and make it look realistic in some sort of way. Bang that on, easy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It is getting kind of scary though, because there's been a couple of times lately where I've seen something and I've not realized it's AI, and I was like, holy shit, is this how my nan feels? But other than that, I've not really noticed a difference.
Check.
There's that new like Studio Ghibli AI thing going on right now, which is like scaring a lot of people.
That's just ChatGPT, mate. That's OpenAI.
Yeah, no, but like it's a new trend, and that's caused like a big stir because like it is really, really good. Like, and if you're like an artist, I'd be scared, but I can't draw for shit, so I don't really give a shit. I don't care, you know.
I mean, as people doing YouTube, what do you think, man? Do you think AI could come in and swoop in and take our jobs?
No. And I hate the idea of that ever happening. First person that will be able to tell you that will be Mr. Beast, bro. Like, if there's some, like, new slimy way to get a couple more million views out of it by, like, using AI in some way, he'll be the first to figure that shit out. You know?
Mate, my conspiracy theory is Mr. Beast's already AI in, like, 3 videos.
That's why he's got no personality. They type in the prompt, like, give me a boring PC thing that everyone can agree with that will just get 1 trillion views. And they're like, okay, here we go, man.
Give money to kids. Wow.
What's her fucking name? The transgender one? Imagine the look on her face when AI was like, one of you's got to go trans. Imagine the look on her face. Like, God damn it, bro. Why's it got to be me?
What sort of random thing are you on about, mate?
I'm imagining. I'm imagining the Mr. Beast crew, and they're like putting into AI like how to make us more marketable, and it just pops out like one of you's got to go trans, man. And they will just look at Chris at the time, and he's just like, "Fuck, bro, I got to take one for the team." But hey, technically it worked. I mean, look at them now.
I mean, did AI make them message kids?
Probably. It was probably like, if you ever get bored of being the biggest YouTubers ever, one of you message a kid, it's going to go absolute ape shit or drama alert, you know? So maybe there's no such thing as bad publicity unless you're literally a pedophile and it's getting publicized. So maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it's good publicity, that messaging kids.
Yeah, that's a stupid saying, man. No such thing as bad publicity. But
yeah, there is definitely some bad ones out there.
Yeah, like what's the worst?
I would not go around saying there's no bad publicity when the publicity is ruining your like life. Yeah, I guess that's very true. It's like, yeah, I'm famous now. I'm the world's most famous pedophile. It's like, good for you, buddy. I don't think that's a great thing. Diddy is so elated right now in jail, bro. Yeah, all the new clout he's got, man. It's like Andrew Tate is like, yo, I'm the most famous Romanian trafficker. It's like, congratulations, buddy. You're a piece of shit now. Yeah, I don't think we have much to say about this AI thing. No, I think you can tell because we've gone off the rails already. Nah, but I think there's pros and cons to the AI thing. I feel like you can definitely, I mean, it will help, and it will help careers and destroy careers. It's a very double-edged sword, I think. I mean, doesn't it also cost an incredible amount to maintain, because you need a lot of computers or something like that. And I've seen this it's incredibly expensive to keep servers running for it for some reason. I don't know. So apparently it's terrible for the environment, AI, which is something I never even thought of. We're still early on. I mean, in the next 20 years, they'll probably be the size of our phone. What will? The servers that they need at this point. Stuff keeps evolving, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I put a lot of my faith in that logic. It's like climate change. Yeah, I hope we'll figure it out.
you know, I just like.
But we have figured it out, mate. No one wants to do anything about it.
Yeah, that's true. That's
We
your
figured out
options
what's the
nowadays.
problem. We're just like, nah, I can't be asked, mate.
Yeah, exactly. So
else.
I don't know. You put stuff on the back burner, like, yo, some scientist will figure it out, and then I don't know. Everyone thinks that we're fucked.
The next thing comes around.
Yeah, and then we're all worrying about that instead. Hey man, I just hope the world doesn't explode while I'm in it. You know, if I die
I
and
don't
then World
think it
War
would
Three.
matter anyway, mate.
What do you mean?
How would it matter if the world exploded with you in it or not in it? You wouldn't even remember. You'd be dead.
I know, but I'd like to live my life the full amount of time I'm allotted without having it ended by the world exploding. You know, I think that's pretty normal, man.
So, but everyone else would die too, so it's not like you're gonna.
No, but I'd like
them
to also not die, and we can all just chill for a bit longer. I don't know what sort of
Bro
logic.
just doesn't want the world to explode. Fair enough, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm defending right here. Just I don't want to get nuked. You're like, yeah, but would it matter? Like, nah, I think I'm alright, man. I think I'm good.
No, bro, it's peaceful. Okay, fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nah, I consider, maybe I just have to tough it out. Get a
tough out what? The nuclear bomb? You're just gonna thug that shit out. Bro, the bomb comes out, just like, nah, I'm hard, mate. Just acting unbothered so you don't give the ick to your
solid.
crush.
It bounces off my head, mate.
Yeah, just block it. Put your arm in front of your eyes or something.
5 pints down me, I beat the shit out of the nuke.
Yeah, I don't want to get.
I was gonna say I've got to tough it out. Go to Switzerland, get a citizenship, and go in one of their bunkers that they have, and just be neutral.
Yeah, I mean that's a great plan if World War III breaks out, but I'm just too poor for that. I couldn't afford a one steak meal in Switzerland. They're kicking me out the country because I'm broke. So.
Yeah, we need to get this podcast going a bit more so we can afford it, mate.
So let alone a Swiss bunker. We can't afford a Swiss champagne, bro, without taking out 4 loans.
Mate, if we wanted to right now, we probably couldn't even afford a car. How are we going to get a bunker?
Yeah. Yeah, no, Switzerland looks cool though. I'd love to go there. I know you're really horny right now for Switzerland as a place. Yeah,
bro, it just looks majestic, mate.
It looks like heaven, bro. It looks like heaven on earth.
It's just the lakes and mountains. You just can't go wrong with lakes and mountains, man.
Would you go to the bit where they speak French or German, man? Pick your poison.
The Italian side.
The Italian side. Yeah, the side where we take naps all the time, not the kinky side or the side where they drink wine all day. I'll take the naps,
too confusing, bro. I wanna go around the whole thing. I'll be like, what language should I learn? I don't know. Just stick with English, I think, the whole time.
Yeah, that's proper English mentality. That
a bit.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. But I mean, it's a crazy place. It's pretty cool, man. But countries, I know we're from the UK, but majority of the UK's population is English, right? So it's like most people that live in other parts of the UK speak fantastic English, but countries where it's half and half, it kind of baffles me. Wait a minute. Have you ever been to Liverpool, mate? You could understand them, bro, is what I'm saying. They are somewhat understandable.
Sometimes
it does kind of baffle my mind that there's countries where it's half and half, half French, half German.
Yeah,
that just seems so weird to me. Why is that?
It does seem weird. I don't know. I mean, I have no clue. I guess they just never decided to have their own language. It's just yeah, we'll just take that, take a bit of that. Oh, we're close to this country. We'll just use that one.
Yeah, it's weird, man. I don't know. Anyway, AI. AI, man, yeah,
yes, AI.
What?
AI,
that is
yes.
Yes. Did you type in AI, give me a good subject matter, and AI was like, not to toot my own horn, bro, but talk about me. What happened there?
I actually did that on the first podcast we did.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't use it.
Was it? Oh yeah, it was something rubbish, right? It was give me the pros and cons.
Do you know what it gave me?
What was it?
It was you should talk about the effects of social media on mental health. I was like, I ain't talking about that.
Yeah, that's something you'd write about in psychology class, you know, college.
Like, yes,
psychology.
I understand that subject can be interesting, but is that
We
what we're
ain't
starting off
qualified.
with, you know?
But I mean, when has a qualification ever stopped us from talking about anything, man?
No, we say like, yeah, it can negatively affect it, and then we got real the week. 5 minutes later, we're just roasting someone.
Yeah, social media is terrible for your mental health. What if the online bullies decide to bully you, and then it's just us laughing at some disabled kid? Yeah, fuck. Proof is in the pudding, man. We never said what side of that we landed on. You know, real talk. This is not my subject matter, but cyberbullying. Turn the fucking phone off, man. I know it's not like an original statement, but if you're annoyed at the phone, turn the goddamn phone off, bro. What the hell are you crying about? The screen isn't being nice to you. You can change app, motherfucker. Go on YouTube Shorts.
Log out.
You know, just turn it off, bro. What the hell what are you crying about?
You don't need to turn your phone off. You can log out of the app, delete the app. There's so many different things you could do.
Make an alt account, bro. Like, what the fuck is upsetting you so much?
Be the bully of the bully, bro.
Yeah,
Come
bro.
on.
Like, this guy's not going to beat you in terms, like, he's not going to be able to beat you up. You know, he might ratio you. That's worst case scenario. But what is it at the end of the day? Pixels on a screen, bro? Don't hang yourself over that. Come on, what the hell?
Oh mother, he got more likes on his Instagram comment than my original video.
Yeah, back in our day, like, what's it called? E-bullying, cyberbullying. It's like, oh, people are just being mean to you. Nowadays, you're getting ratioed, which I think that's worse, to be honest. I think that's worse.
Did you lose aura at school if you get ratioed?
Yeah.
You go back to school, the coolest kid ratios you, yes, it's over, career over.
Yeah. I'd rather get hit in the face in real life, I think, actually. Maybe I do get it. Maybe I do understand.
Do you remember those, like, cybersecurity videos you used to have to watch in school back
What, with, like, the nonce, and you would, like, steal pictures of 14-year-old, and then he's like, nice. Yeah. That's iconic. That's in the UK cultural memory. That's
iconic.
It's iconic, bro.
The nonce taking photos of kids. That was
iconic, man. No, but I mean, like, in the UK cultural memory, I feel like everyone our age got showed that video. For about 10 years, they used the same shitty video, you know? But that guy's a legend, bro. he's basically a UK legend, bro.
Bro, he is the face of paedophilia in the UK.
What a legend, man. Nah, he's just an actor, and he's not actually a nonce. I don't know, unless he's method acting.
I know, but you look at him. And
hey, what did I say earlier, man? There's no such thing as bad publicity, bro. That's what I'm talking about. That is the nonce with good publicity.
Yeah, kind of.
That's as close as it gets. If you're an actor.
I'll see him in a movie. I'll be like, oh, look, that's that nonce from that one commercial.
Yeah. Again, similar kind of thing, man. If a 20-year-old bloke is asking you for pictures of your willy and you're 13, just don't take a picture of your willy. I don't know, man. Yeah. That's what I would think anyway.
Something. Yeah. It's not that difficult. You can tell your parents about that. Like, look, messaging me, bit dodgy.
Unless, like, they scroll down a bit and you have actually sent a picture of your willy, then I get why you wouldn't
that's an awkward part. You shouldn't.
But just like, yo, mum and dad, look what this guy just made me do. It's like, why did you do it? You fucking idiot! Like, what the hell, bro?
I don't know. I feel like people just lack common sense, and it sounds bad because there's probably like people watching this that
lack common sense
by it.
Right, yeah.
Someone in their family was affected by it, but it's just common sense.
Yeah.
Like some random 40-year-old man messaging you, yo, send a pic. Fuck off, mate. What are you on about? I don't know who you are.
But it does happen though. But that's what I was about to say. Me and you were a terrible we're terrible people to talk about this, because I guess me and you are so incredibly used to being online. Now you more than me, but we both post content. We've both had people just randomly chat shit to us, you know, like in comments or like in anything. So we're just used to it. Like, it doesn't, like, we know it doesn't mean anything. Like, somebody doesn't like you, boo-hoo. You think this isn't going to happen at one point in your life? And nowadays it's like 100 times more likely, especially with what we do, thousands of times more likely. It's gonna happen. But why would you let that affect you in any way. I don't know, but maybe
You know
that's
what
why
it is?
me and you are cut
well, you
out
know
for
what
what we do.
Me and you don't have much sympathy, I think, in that regard, and that's probably like not the
What in
average
terms
point
of
view.
what? No, but I think that spawns from us, like being mostly like, it would take a lot for something that was said to me online for that to get to me. And I think because I am that way inclined, it's hard for me to sympathize with people that are like getting bothered by it, because I'm like, bro, just turn off the fucking phone. You know, I just don't get it. But for some people, it really does affect them, and I don't understand. You know,
That's what I think. You know, like I don't really pay attention to myself, and I just think, why doesn't everyone think that way? But that's just not how life works. Everyone's different. But it is easy for real. It is easy.
You know, this was. Okay, you go, and I'm just cutting you off.
No, I was just gonna say it's quite simple. Like, okay, life can get difficult, stuff can get hard and stuff, but it's simple. You know, it's simple. You just focus on what you can control and can't control. You know, but it's hard to tell a 13-year-old that. You know.
Yeah, you know what you can't control, buddy? Take them pants down. Send me a picture, bro.
Nah, but to be fair, like, of course, when a 30-year-old man that has like learned manipulation tactics to the extreme,
like you're cooked, bro.
like,
You don't stand a chance, bro. There's no way in hell your willy is not going to that man. You know, like, yeah.
Whoa, calm down.
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like, you know, I have your address. I know where your parents work. Like,
yeah, very good point. Very good point. You don't. I hadn't even considered that.
Yeah, but you know, like, someone messaged me that, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, but if you're 13, you know.
But if someone messaged me at that 13, okay. As I said, everyone's different because not everyone falls for it. They probably have a, I don't know, 7% success rate with this. You know?
Mm.
So maybe, to be fair, you know what it is? Survival of the fittest. Maybe you're just not meant to be here, buddy.
What'd you say? Your voice cut out for a second. What did you say?
Survival of the fittest. Maybe you just weren't meant to survive.
Right.
You know, sometimes you watch that, like, a video or two and you just see a kid or, like, a person. Think, how have they made it that far in life?
Because life is easy nowadays, man.
Life is so easy. That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, you're saying that's not a good thing. You're saying we should eliminate people like Squid Game.
Not like that, but, you know, sometimes I do think...
You know, like when someone just does something stupid on the road, you're like, why are you alive?
No, but I meant like, you know, sometimes
I'm fucking with you.
You get people, you get someone that like would never leave the house, sit on the sofa all day because they're scared to go outside and they're scared to interact with people and they just eat and sit all day. How, like, you know, how are you, nowadays you can do that because of like modern medicine and stuff, but even 100 years ago you'd struggle to live.
I mean,
it's just crazy, you know.
I think our society nowadays is it's more enabling for behaviors like that, you know, and it's more socially acceptable.
Nice.
And humans
we shouldn't even say that.
Come again?
Like even me saying that, some people are like, "Oh my god, that's not allowed to say," you know.
You know, I think nowadays it is. I feel like the pendulum. What's it? I was about to call it a pendulum. That's not the word. The pendulum. The pendulum. The pendulum is swinging.
Pendulum.
Yeah.
Pendulum, mate.
The pendulum is swinging, right? I think I think peak. You can't say that times. I think that was a couple of years ago. I think we're swinging back in the other direction now. You know.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I think there's. The two groups are growing further apart is what I think.
Yeah, so I don't know, but people like you and me, we exist like, I think it's fair to say we exist in the middle of those two extremities, you know?
To some regard.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like me and you are just normal, basically is what I'm saying. but I feel like I do feel like it's getting more acceptable to be more outlandish. as it was, you know, in like 2010. I feel like we're coming back to that sort of era, which is reflected in my content. I put out a crazy video today that I think a couple of years ago would have been much more like oohs and ahs, you know? I don't know.
I don't know. I think it depends, man. I think I'd really struggle to get offended by anything online. Because why would it matter to me, you know? Like, that's what I think of it. But some people will see you put a certain do a certain hairstyle and be like freaking out, pacing around their living room doing backflips. Like, what's that about?
What hairstyle am I doing? Like the Adolf Hitler mustache? I don't get what.
Yeah, but even that, like, what does that mean? What's wrong with that? Unless you're doing the crimes and dressing up as him and, you know, shouting his words, you got a mustache, mate. You know what I'm saying? I guess.
I feel like we've gone off on a tangent a bit. I mean, fuck yeah, we started with AI. This is one hell of a tangent. but this
Bro,
is
every podcast.
Just crazy tangent. We just spiral, you know. I'm about. How do I phrase this? You know what? No, let's move on. Let's do Reel of the Week. Otherwise, we're going to spiral way too much.
Reel of the Week and then your topic. Yeah.
But continuity-wise, I think this is going to be our best one yet.
So it's about hit.
Kinda.
What? Okay.
Kinda.
Go on, let's see the real, man. Let's see the real.
What do you think? Do you want to read it out?
No, you read it out. It's your real.
Okay. My aunt, 1945, gave chlamydia to about 130 Nazis. What do you think of that, man? I think she's a fucking hero.
Yeah, she's like a little war hero, but like... Wait. Was it consensual?
Either way, she's still a fucking hero. I don't think it matters, buddy. I don't think that matters, buddy. You see who she's doing it to?
Matter?
No, you see who she's doing it to? You see who she's doing it to? If there's one group, this sounds crazy out of context, but if there's one group where I don't give a shit about that, it's these fucking people, you know?
But no, consensual in like regards to her.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the other way around.
No, I meant, was she enjoying like this like passing of STDs, or was she just?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's very much posed in a way that suggests she was this was her doing.
Well, I'm looking at the Instagram comments and right. Listen, someone said everyone complimenting her as if she probably wasn't, you know. And then someone replies, and this is Instagram comments, so we're going to take it as absolutely truthful. I saw the original post. Op said that she did it on purpose with the intention of doing that.
Incredible.
So, incredible, mate.
Incredible.
I mean, look at that.
They talk about women in history, Women's History Month. Where has she been? I've not heard of this once, and I think it's despicable.
We should clap for her.
We should clap. What, men and women? Women.
No, clap for the clap that she gave.
Clap for clap. Yeah, if you got clap, clap. Okay.
Maybe it was passed down from her. She's a mutual relative in your family tree.
Yeah. You should wear that.
Maybe that's where it started.
Yeah, damn. I mean, talk about taste of your own medicine, you know? Just mounting the dicks off these people when they were mounting.
I mean, listen.
A whole race.
It's one of them ones that has got a cure for, but maybe back in the day it didn't. I don't know.
Well, you know, there's like, you look back at history and you're like, oh wow, this is a great car. And then someone's like, guess who came up with that design? Do you think it's the same with the cure for chlamydia? It's like, yeah, well, it's really good, but guess who invented that? The Germans in the 30s. Yeah, this is fucking why. You know, she gets credit for that as well, though, I think. You know.
I don't understand what you're on about.
You know how, like, the Nazis invented, like, loads of shit, like rocket technology, you know, they started designing, like, nuclear bombs and stuff. I'm saying, like, the cure for chlamydia could have been one of those things. you know, where it's like secretly designed by the Nazis, but nobody knows, you know. But I'm saying that is also her. She gets that medal as well, not just them.
Yeah. I don't know how. I mean, she passed it on so they could cure it, mate. Look at that, hero.
Yeah. So she killed the ones in the moment, and then she saved the good people in the future.
Did she? I mean, we don't know if they died, but
Yeah, probably not. I mean, grenade. Sorry, I'm too busy itching my dick to move, and then boom. I think there's many ways chlamydia could kill you on the battlefield. Don't you think?
Sure, mate.
Talk about trench foot. These guys.
If you're bumming your guy next to you, like what's going on?
Yeah, well, I'm sure that was common in the war. Lots of stress, you know.
That probably was. It probably was just a hidden.
Talk about trench foot, man. I know that's First World War, but talk about trench foot, man. These guys had trench cock.
Trench dick.
It's like, well, how's that happened? How's that happened? Like, I don't know. Secretly,
it's the limbs falling off.
Mein peanuts. Was Scheiße. How has the mud gotten to it? You know, I'm not one to condone. Who's that woman that slept with 1,000 guys? She would have done numbers back in the day, bro. Drop her on the German.
Oh, she would.
Drop her on the German front line. She would be a war hero.
Drop Bonnie Blue and was it called Lily Phillips, whatever it is, onto the front lines with some STDs. They're doing numbers.
Yeah, bro. Oh, bro. You could say the same for what's his name, Johnny Sins, but drop him on the French side. They'd do the same thing.
On the French side?
Yeah, I'm calling them gay as a joke.
But we were with the French.
Yeah, but the French are the French, so we can take, even if they are the good guys, I'm still making fun of them, all right?
That's why they lost.
What? Because Johnny Sins was there with chlamydia?
Yeah, Johnny Sins was just going around, to be fair, on a tour.
The plots for porn are getting so dire, I wouldn't be surprised if they nick that. That's going to be a thing.
Nuclear cock.
Yeah, Oppenheimer. He's not invented the nuclear bomb. He's trying to work on. He's trying to see if he can turn Johnny Sins' cock nuclear, so he can eliminate the French. He's like, but Oppenheimer, we're trying to kill the Nazis. He's like, no, the French must die.
Wait, he's about to come. Shit.
This covers the entirety of France. Just underwater.
Radioactive cum.
And weapons of mass destruction, bro. Holy fuck.
Get him on the helicopters, right? Start jerking off the sides. Oh no, his cum's coming down.
It's coming down, yeah. Fuck, it's really coming down. My God.
Yeah, forget about air raids. We've got air aids.
That's good, bro. That's really good. It's raining AIDS. Get to cover.
You just look at Grandma. She's fuck.
It's like that video. Have you seen the video of there's people in the zoo and the monkeys like chuck shit and the camera pans to the right and it's just all over Grandma's nose, bro. It's like that video. You look to the right, you're like, fuck. Well, anyway, talk about tangents. My God.
I think we're on a nice one there, man.
Yeah. I like that. Hey, man, fuck. Put me back there then, I guess. I would have done numbers, bro.
Would you?
No, I'm joking. I ain't got it in me.
I know you do have it in you.
No. People back then were real heroes.
Is that nowadays, your real? Do you have any more reels or is that it? You got two?
No. Only had one. What are you talking about? That's it.
Oh, you said you had two initially.
No. I think no. I was talking about the fat people. I saw 2 videos of fat people that I considered making my reel of the day, but then I realized it's just 2 fat people. There's not much to say apart from you should probably go on a run. So I thought this was much more you could talk about it more. That is so, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, no, I'm done for my reel of the day. That's me done.
Okay, I got one.
Okay.
One.
What country has the most LGBTQ people?
Small correction, actually. It's not LGBTQ. It's within the government, 2S LGBTQI+. And in terms of answering your question, I believe that country would be Pakistan.
How did he cook so hard and then burn it? You know? What?
But is he right?
Is he?
He might be. Oh, sorry. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. What is marrying your cousin? Is that part of the LGBT now or what? Because they might be number one, then, I guess.
I feel like you know what's good, bro. Every podcast, slowly, like we chip off a few countries that we make fun of.
Look it up. They are like number one for that. That's not me trying to do anything. That is. But if whatever the hell he started, like what did he call it? He put a 2 at the front. He squared it. He's not LGBT. He's LGBT squared.
It's squared.
If marrying your cousin is part of that, they might be number one.
Listen,
I don't know.
If you marry a cousin and it's a gay cousin, that is like squared, really, if you think about it.
Yeah, I get. But man, this
bro,
is.
no, it's not a podcast question. It's not a podcast question. I think I have in my head right now.
Okay, spit it out. I can always cut it.
Do you think gay people die out because they just can't reproduce?
I don't think that's how
Or do
that
you
works,
think
buddy.
there will always be a lot more new ones coming through?
There's always going to be new ones. The ones that exist now have not existed through gay sex.
No, that's true. I'm just saying. Like, are we going to reach a peak? Or is it just...
The peak was 1949 Johnny Sins, I think. I don't think we're ever peaking after that, bro.
Okay, then let's just not put that in the podcast anyway. But
No, I'll cut it out when you say gay people. I'll just cut. Boom, jump cut, boom. What even did you just say? I don't know, man. Anyway, let's talk more about this video.
I cut out.
Let's talk more about this video.
Personally, I've never been to Pakistan, but maybe he's onto something.
I think they'd be more angry at you saying that than me saying the inbreeding thing. Actually, I know that for a fact because they don't give a shit about inbreeding. They hate this guy. I say that much. Anyway, I've paused it on where he said sub government SLGBTQI+. Since you're the expert and this is your reel, could you please tell me what the S and the QI+ and the squared is for? I don't know.
Listen,
educate me.
I'm on the Instagram reel comments, and that's where I get my information from. And no one's explaining what that means.
It's just a bunch of Pakistani people that are really, really not happy. And it's just a bunch of Indians saying correct.
No. I live in Pakistan. It's true, guys. Yeah, so that must be true.
I'm just getting a bunch of Indian people that are saying this is true. So
Who are you siding with right here?
Yeah. You know, this will be the thing that sets India versus Pakistan off, bro. This is going to start the war.
If the guy that said that was Indian, oh my god, bro, it would be crazy right now.
Bro, look at that comment that you just found. I live in Pakistan is true. Look at the first reply.
Wait, let me see. What, just the N-word?
Yeah, I don't think you like that one. I don't think you like that at all. And if he is a true man from Pakistan, I don't think that flies. But you know, these people they clearly don't give a shit. If we're being honest.
But I still don't know what those numbers and that mean. I mean,
it's in the sub government. I didn't know it was.
What does the sub government mean?
I don't think that's even a thing. I think this guy's got schizophrenia. I don't think he's talking sense.
He's onto something. The clothes he's wearing is crazy as well, by the way. He's just got a nipple out. Like, what's that about?
Does he?
Like, it's not a nipple out, but he's just got a nipple hole. Like...
Yeah, I mean, it's a free country, I guess. Other than that, I rate the fit. I don't know why the nipples are out, but I do rate the fit.
Yeah, I don't rate the haircut as well, though. I'm like, now I'm just analysing the guy, but like...
No, I like the glasses.
That haircut.
Cool chain. Cool fit, apart from the nipples out. Haircut, you know, it's all right.
He needs a fade. That's just straight up like a line.
By fade, you mean like the haircut term. You're not saying you want to beat him up, right? That's not cool,
yeah,
bro.
I'm talking about
That's
the
not
haircut.
cool, bro. You can't do that.
The haircut, like, that is just a straight diagonal cut off.
Dude, this guy struck gold. Bro just happened to ask this question to the gayest man in the whole shopping center. So he struck gold with that one. It's like this guy saw this guy and it was like the golden scar meme.
I don't know if this is true or not. I'm guessing this is someone that lives there. First person who tries to open a gay club in Pakistan. He was arrested and sent to mental hospital.
Okay, so I don't think... The question that we're basically asking here is Pakistan the LGBT capital of the world? And I'm not convinced right now. These comments, yeah. I'm not feeling it. In fact, I think if I was a gay fella, I think I wouldn't. I don't think I'd do that over there.
Oh, someone's cracked it, mate.
What?
What if the video is edited and he asked what country has the least amount of? Nah, I think we've got a detective here, mate.
I don't think that makes sense because I don't think it would be them. I think the more you try to oppress it, I mean, okay, let's get real for a second. Over there, it's far less accepted, right? But I feel like the more you try to make it not acceptable, the hotter it makes it seem to people, you know? Like Romeo and Juliet, they're not allowed. They're not allowed to get together, obviously, because of the age gap. But I'm not talking about that right now. I'm just talking about because they're not allowed. People are like, "Ooh, we're so romantic." So I feel like them trying to play it down, like, hell no, we ain't gay over here. What are you talking about? I feel like that increases the number of gay people, you know?
So you're saying if pedophilia was legal, there wouldn't be as
I am aware that my logic also works for pedos, but don't play that card right now, okay? I'm playing the PC card and you're spinning it into the opposite. Okay.
I'm just wondering now.
Maybe I get that does make sense, but that's not was not my intent.
No, I know what you mean. I guess it's more like the fact, like, you could argue the same with, like, you know, some states
everything
in America ban drugs and some don't. Like,
right. So you're saying the insatiable desire to get your butt fucked is the same as heroin for you? I see.
No,
I get what you're saying.
Both of them don't appeal to me, but, you know, both of them are not my cup of tea, so.
But both of them together, it's a whole different story, man. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Someone in these comments said Pakistani, as in like he's Pakistani. And then he said, "Take my sword, brother." I think he meant that in like a "I'm going to come and get you" way. But he's not helping with the point he's trying to make, I think.
He is not going to survive in America with a sword.
Yeah, and also, if you go up to a gay person in America and say, "Take my sword, brother," you're getting sucked off, man. I'm sorry. Like, it's a different. It's not the thing you're trying to say, I don't think.
Yeah, he goes up to this guy. You want to
take my sword, brother. Oh yeah, okay. You know.
Bro's not going to have the effect you think he will, but he's trying.
2 years later, he comes back to Pakistan. He's like, "Guys, I'm gay now." He comes back, yassified.
He won't be going back. That's the truth.
Yeah, he's staying there. He might move to Germany, maybe. You know.
What does that mean? Are they really gay in Germany?
No, they're just really kinky over there. That's like the whole. You know, every nation has their like stereotype. Theirs is kinky.
I do know that they're into
German
latex,
clubs.
you know.
Yeah. Oh my. Jesus, I got a reel of the week saved, and it is a loss of latex. But
Bro's waiting for next week for that one.
yeah, I'm just teasing you guys with that. Don't get too excited.
Yeah, watch next video. The next
I'm just
podcast.
just imagining like the video ends here, and then it's like up next. It's just like this kinky guy in a latex suit, and it's just us like, oh, like our faces in the thumbnail, just like, oh my god.
Us going absolutely bonkers, mate.
Yeah, just usually our thumbnails for this channel so far, our faces have been like, quite like boring, but it's just that one we're like, oh.
What I think we should do is when Cretins Podcast is absolutely booming, we have to go and to these places and see what's really happening.
We'll do a Cretins Podcast in Pakistan.
Exactly.
I'm down, but we would, unless it gets more progressive around there, we'd probably be killed for our statements just then.
Oh yeah, but you can't say anything bad while you're there.
Yeah. You just gotta be like, I love Pakistan. They'll be like, yes. But that's two-faced, I want to stand on business. I don't want
Yeah, I want to stand on business too.
We'll go there. You know what we'll do? Me and you get married in Pakistan.
Open the first.
Me and
okay,
you
I was
get
gonna say
married
open
in
the first
Pakistan.
Gay club, but I guess
No.
that's similar.
We'll go there and we'll get married, right? Live on the podcast. And then
Right.
that's actually gold. That's gold. That's content.
That's gold. That's content. We ain't making it out though.
We ain't we're making out of the country. We're not making out.
Yeah, making it out the country.
So we are making out. I guess that's why we're not making
We
it out of the
can if
country.
you want, but I don't know how long we'll have before they find us.
That's the question. Yeah. Do you want to make out, or do you want to make it out the country alive? That's
You'll have to be next to the border, but honestly, think about the countries next
yeah.
to it.
What you jump
Which
into
one are you
India, they're
escaping
gonna kill you there as well.
Which one are you escaping?
Yeah, India or Afghanistan. We're screwed, bro.
Or China, like
we're
what?
screwed.
Where you go?
Yeah.
Bro, we're getting too political with this.
Yeah. No. You know what we need? We'd need
Right.
a great airlift. We need a British chopper to come down and swoop us away. I think.
But why are we doing this for? Pride, like just for no reason.
Yeah. No. Just to spread the. I don't know what the sub-government LGBT is, but the other guys, they're cool.
But we're not even gay. So why are we going through that much effort?
Because the fact that we're not gay makes it just actually hilarious. I feel like that just makes it funnier. Like look at these
It
two
does, I
straight
guess.
guys just trying to spread.
having fun.
Yeah, I mean, that's what girls do, isn't it? They say, "Oh, we're straight. We're just having fun." And they're just necking off.
I don't know
we're
if
just
that's
doing
what
that.
women do, but
Yeah.
okay.
You never heard of that? That's like the whole like, oh, women when they sleep over make out. They're like, that's not gay. But if a guy does it, everyone thinks it's gay. We're just two guys having fun in Pakistan.
Right. Now, women do the same thing in Pakistan. They won't find a problem with it.
Their shirts are off. They're like, woo! They're like spinning it around their head, like, fuck yeah. Nah, I think they would actually. I think they would, to be honest. I think they would.
What?
I think they would have a problem with it.
Yeah, they would have a problem with it. Honestly, I can't say anything now. We're cutting a lot of this out of the podcast because I was going to say controversial things. Anyway.
Okay, I got to respect the restraint.
Mm.
Okay, I don't know. I think we got enough out of that. That was good.
Yeah, you didn't have a topic.
Oh no, I did have one, but we just haven't got to it yet. But we're an hour in, so it's up to you if we want to get to it.
Okay, yeah, go on. We can cut some stuff out anyway.
Yeah, anyway, reel of the week is over. You know what we need? We need like theme.
A reel of the week intro.
Yeah, like reel of the week. Oh, something like cool.
Yeah.
That'd be like the different segments, because then it like people know what's happening. But I like reel of the week as a segment. Kind of carries, I think, content-wise. I think that's a good segment. Maybe the whole podcast just becomes us on Instagram at one point.
Maybe. And just we're like, okay, wait, is this true? Okay, Instagram comments will tell us.
Yeah. They're like, yo, can you fact check that? Like, yeah, I'm looking through the comments now. Yeah, can't see anything. Anyway, my topic, which was kind of related to what I was talking at the start of the podcast, was going to be, what is it with... Okay, so do you know The Impractical Jokers? That show? You've heard of it?
Oh, yes, I've seen that.
You saw what happened. One of them has been outed as like a bit of a nonce, bit of a... like cheating on his wife with a very young woman. I don't know if it was illegal or not. But my question was, why is... Or my topic...
Two of them got outed of something.
No, two of them. Which, you know, that's
was
like
it,
2 out
was
of
it
3.
the same thing?
Pretty much, I think.
Okay.
Bro, but two out of, what was it, like 4?
2 out of 4.
That's insane. Imagine
That's
we had a
half,
podcast.
that's 50%.
Yeah, bro. That's like, imagine this podcast was 4 of us.
That's you.
And then, yeah, that's me and the other guy getting done for that. That's crazy. No, I'm joking. But yeah, my Jesus Christ, I haven't even got to it yet. We've been talking about it for a minute already. Is why is like YouTubers and, I don't know, just famous people in general, why can't they stay away? Like, especially like Minecraft YouTubers, from grooming people.
You know what? I was actually going to make a video on my channel about this, and then I just never did. I recorded it, and I never edited it, and it's now just months and months old.
Wow. What, just about a specific
about
YouTuber?
why people are nonsense.
That sounds like something that, like, not that
No,
you
about
would...
why... sorry. About why celebrities...
Yeah, that's my... Like, what happens that makes that, like... You know, it's just baffling. Like, so many YouTubers, which is why I thought I'd pose a question to you, because you're an official YouTuber. I'm like a fake, you know? What happens, bro?
Right.
Explain yourself. Explain yourself, buddy.
Well, I don't think it's to do with being a YouTuber or being famous or being this or that. I think it's just the person.
It's just all about being
Like,
a piece of shit.
Like, yeah, I've gained a few subscribers in my time. None of that time I was like, you know what? Let's just ruin it all. Let's just message a kid.
Yeah, but
Never thought about that one.
How is it that so many like famous people do? You know, it's got to be something like they think they can get away with it because they have so much influence. You know, it's got to be something.
That's what I'm thinking. They feel like they have this power. They have this sort of, you know, like influence over people. They have money and fame and stuff, and they're like, you know what? I can get away with it. They have that confidence.
Yeah, but being able to get away with it, if that's all that's stopping you, like, what the fuck? There's no way that a large amount of people don't do things because of that reason.
There is some. Why is there laws?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I know
if you don't have a good, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, I would even if it wasn't a law, I wouldn't go out and break all the laws, right? But what I'm saying is the reason there are laws is because that's what literally separates some people from doing it and not doing it. Which is crazy. Some people don't have their mental capacity to think, you know, that's a bit wrong. They just go, oh my God, I might get in trouble, so they won't do it. And some people are like, it's worth it.
Yeah, I guess this is just the difference. I think me and you were the only two normal people, you know. I
don't think we're the only two normal people.
No, me and
world,
you, buddy.
Mate.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Everyone else is fucked in the head. Because I don't know. Maybe I have too much faith in humanity, but like I find that like hard to believe. Like you're telling me the only reason that like 15-year-olds aren't getting nonced on is because people aren't allowed to do it. I find that like staggering, bruv. That is like
but
insane.
You gotta think maybe like 5% even of the population are probably like that, which seems insignificant, 5%. But then you think about how many people there are in the world. That's millions and millions.
I guess, but then it's crazy how out of that 5%, fucking half of them are famous, isn't it? It seems like.
Yeah, my point is about like famous people and especially YouTubers and stuff is what I think is like a lot of the people that like originally, let's say YouTubers, I think is just an easy example. You know, they started in their bedroom. They were probably not very confident. They probably didn't have many friends at school. I don't know. This is just what I assume a lot of these people do.
Yeah, me and you. Yeah.
They just never. Yeah, sure, man. But not what I'm about to say next.
Okay. Now maybe just you. Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is like, I feel like, there's a good chunk of people out there that make it in life, that are famous and whatever, are successful, that probably didn't have amazing childhoods or didn't have amazing, like, growing up, they didn't get much attention. They didn't get this. All of a sudden, they get this from people online. They don't even really meet these people. They just sat there on their computers. They're getting all these positive comments and all this money coming in and stuff. And they're like, wow, what's going on? And then, like, a 12-year-old messages you, I love your videos. And for some reason, some of them are like, you know what? I'll send back. And yeah, like,
I get what you're saying. Like, if you have no one your whole life, suddenly, like, people on the internet seem more like, I don't know, if that's all you have, then that's all you have. You're going to connect, you're going to bond with them people more. But even so, that's no. If you kind of jump the gun with the last bit, even for me,
that's what I'm saying. It would take ages to explain this topic fully, of course, and there's so many different reasons, right? And the main one is the person is just messed up in the head to begin with, in some regard, right? They want to do that. That's probably like some fantasy or some weird thing going on.
But you're saying being a social reject certainly doesn't help. And
there's
you're saying
many
YouTubers
factors.
are more likely to be social rejects because the nature of, I'm just talking to a camera, like not a person. But then if you develop
not
a community...
social rejects per se, but I guess if you think about it, it's not every YouTuber. It's probably 1 in 100. So that is probably there's just an average amount of people that are social rejects. You got to think so many people out there just ain't being caught, or you just never hear about it because they're not famous. Of course, you're going to hear about it if someone famous is doing it, You weren't going to hear about the Impractical Jokers doing some weird stuff if they weren't famous. It would just be some old man nonce another young person,
Yeah. I suppose that's true.
No, because they're famous, you'll hear about it type thing.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to... This is number 5, right? The 5th installment of Cretins Podcast. Maybe by episode 100 we will have enough brain cells to not be considered cretins. What's the level up from a cretin? Neanderthal? I don't know.
I don't think that will happen.
No? I think we're going to go the opposite way. We're going to get dumber. Eventually we'll be on Joe Rogan.
with all the reels of the weeks, we ain't getting smarter.
Yeah. Anyway,
Thank
goodbye.
you for watching.